Well, social distancing, of course, is a recommendation. It's a request at this point from the governor, your county leaders, your city leaders, all asking you to stay 6 feet apart, don't play any organized sports, don't host any parties. And when it comes to enforcement, well, that idea varies a little bit. In Lower Merion, caution tape and padlocks. In Worcester Township, more tape and walkers, not so easy to spot. And in Bluebell, tape, signs, and space between those out for a morning walk. But it's not always the case.
When the police ask them to please, move along or not be on the courts, they do. They don't give any talk back. They don't give us a hard time.
If you think no one is watching how close you're getting to others, think again. Police departments all over the area say people see those rule breakers and call them. And as much as some may want it to stop, breaking social distancing is not breaking a law.
When we get calls, we ask them to not congregate. For instance, we've gotten calls for kids and young adults playing basketball on different basketball courts.
In many areas, playing the game is made harder with tied up nets, or no rims. Skyforce 10 found this match in North Philadelphia on Monday night and spotted this group hanging out at Belmont Plateau.
This goes back to basic common sense.
While police say the requests are clear, they're not saying you'll end up behind bars if you jump the caution tape or play a game, but they do plan to make it much harder.
A recent incident came to light where there was actually a basketball game that we believe was organized, and it was one of the parks that had not yet had the rims removed. So we've been in communication with the city, and that is prioritized as a park to have that rim removed.
And while some towns have limited closures to playground equipment, some say those hot spots taking away police attention to get you to move along could face shutdown until the virus is over.
We are hearing from our park rangers that people are not practicing social distancing on our Montgomery County trails. So we will close our trails if people can't practice social distancing on our trails because it's just not safe.
Now, we did just learn Montgomery County has more than 1,400 positive cases, 108 of those cases announced today, and sadly, officials told us just within the hour that 11 more people here have died from complications to COVID-19, which is why they say it is so important to follow these social distancing guidelines, because the consequence here could be more than a citation. In Eagleville, Deanna Durante, NBC10 News.
Yeah, Deanna, for some clarity here, we heard, of course, you report that police, they're getting calls. They're asking people to move along, but what if they don't comply? They can't be cited? They can't be charged?
Well, it really depends on what happens after that request happens. The crime may not be in the basketball game or walking too closely to someone or being on a trail you're not supposed to be on. Again, police are reporting for the most part when they go up to someone and they ask them to stop that game, it's happening. It's what could happen next that could then lead to a potential crime. And that is also what police are trying to avoid at this point. You heard Philadelphia Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw say that she wants common sense exercise here. She also said that she wants to make sure that situations don't become unnecessarily escalated. So the request here is being made, and the hope is that people follow it.
All right, Deanna Durante live for us in Eagleville. Thanks.